Yes, we can. Yes, we can. So I just want to encourage the youths and the most people in the county that are seeing that they want to start and develop the interest of doing agriculture. As you know that the agriculture is the backbone of the world or the backbone of the country. Without agriculture, we cannot boost our country economy. Our country economy cannot develop much because many things or what to eat is coming from the agriculture, and I never found something that is more suitable and interesting in this world rather than agriculture, because agriculture, everything is agriculture. Food that we eat is agriculture. Things that are being sold, they are made from agriculture production. So this is the most suitable of doing agriculture, and I like agriculture. So I just want to encourage the young people, the people who have start or want developing the interest in agriculture. Agriculture is the best thing. Do not lose hope. Do not lose hope. Do not just sit there idle, or maybe in the town looking job. Yes, you have not found it, but you just sit there in idle. No, don't be idle. Can you begin doing agriculture production? It's not a must that you dig, you take a hoe or you take a jembe, you go in the field to do agriculture. No, there are many branches of agriculture that you can do. You can just be a veterinary doctor. A veterinary doctor is paying a lot of money. When you are a veterinary, you get a lot of money because you will come up, you educate people. Maybe there is a certain outbreak of a certain disease that attacking the livestock that other people do not know. So you come up as a veterinary doctor, you teach people maybe how we can control it or how we can minimize the spread of the diseases. By doing that, you will earn. You see, or you, so you will tell people because maybe there is a certain outbreak of this, maybe foot and mouth rot disease, but other people cannot understand. But when you are a veterinary doctor, you will come up and tell people, encourage people, and maybe encourage other farmers on how they can control or minimize the spread of the foot and rot disease. There are many other diseases like continuous abortion may also happen. This also happen to the animals. When you are a doctor or you are a veterinary, you are the one who that has the special dedication to do it because you have interest in it. You have learned more about it. So in the process of doing that, you will get an employment. You will earn. So it's not a must that you go to the field, you dig so that is when you are doing. No, you can be a veterinary, you can do poultry production, you can do apiculture where you rear bees, you can do beekeeping, you can do horticulture, you can do fish production. Also, you can do fish production. It's not a must that there are many things that you can do in agriculture. So me, I just want to encourage young people. Can we start dwelling more and more on agriculture production? Because without agriculture, our county cannot run. The county economy cannot do well. So, and the best thing with agriculture, that's the reason why I like agriculture. Agriculture is another way of making environment be more and more conducive. Where you can just doing agriculture production where you do trees planting. When you plant trees, you conserve the environment. You will make our environment look good and healthy to our health, to our body, to our life. When you plant trees, we will have a good air condition where people can, maybe we will escape from other diseases such as respiratory disease, so that also you can start conserving the environment where you control the soil erosion from damaging the land. So there are many ways of doing agriculture. So it's not a must that you go in the field as people have developed that attitude that when you are doing agriculture it's just a must to go to the field. No, there are many opportunity in doing agriculture. So what I want to encourage people, or what I want to tell people, when doing, let me begin with the crop production. In crop production, we have two things that we do use for crop production. When you start doing crop production, there are some factors also you must consider when you are doing your crop production. You cannot just go to the field to start doing crop production. No, there are factors that you must consider first when you want to do a crop production. First, you must consider, when I want to do crop production, which types of material of crop I want to use. Is it I want to use seed, or is it I want to use vegetative propagation? So, by the way, this also reminds me to answer some other fellow who asked me that there are other crops that we grow but we do not have their seedlings. So how can we plant them, or how can we grow them? So those crops that do not have seeds, we can grow them through propagation. We propagate their vegetative parts, like things like cassava. We propagate the stems. We have sugarcane also, we propagate the stems. We have other things that we propagate their veins, like sweet potato, propagate their veins. So there are many. It's not a must that we use seedlings to do crops production. Things like banana. Some people ask me that banana do not have seedlings. Yes, banana we can use a tissue culture. That's a special way we can use banana to a tissue culture method, so that we get a lot of propagates on it. After getting the propagates from it is when you jag one of it, then you go and plant it somewhere, then it grow. After it grow also, it's remove a lot of the propagates like that. So it's not a must that we use seedlings so that we do crop production. We can use the vegetative plants. Then in seedlings also we can use seedlings. So what I want to encourage other people is, it's not a must that you just go to the maybe agrovet or there to buy fertilizer, that if you don't have that fertilizer you cannot do a. No, we have inorganic fertilizer and organic fertilizer. You can use organic fertilizer also, because organic fertilizer also is the best fertilizer. It's not a must that you go and buy. Maybe you don't have that money, as well as you have enough money, you can go and buy that inorganic fertilizer to plant. But if you don't have enough money, you can just begin with this organic fertilizer, where you use organic compost manure. We have green manure. You can use a green manure. You can use compost tip manure. You can use these cow dung. So when you are using green manure, maybe some people do not understand what is a green manure is. A green manure, this is where you plant a certain crops, maybe a legume or other crop production in the field, but it grow. But when it reach at a flowering stage, then you cut it down in the field, then you leave it there to rot and decompose. When you plant there, your crops will do best, and you will surprise. That is how we use green manure. Then we can use composite manure. This is where we use this kitchen refuge, cow dung, easy waste. Also, you can use them. You put them in the farm. Then they are also good. They have a lot of nutrients, although they release nutrients slowly, but they have a lot of nutrients that also can make you to get enough, and you have enough crop sale production. So it's not a must that you don't have a fertilizer, so you don't begin a creature that I don't have fertilizer. Maybe my crop cannot do best because there is no fertilizer. You can use that kitchen refuge. You put them somewhere so that they decompose. After they have decomposed, you spread them in the farm uniformly. After spreading them in the farm uniformly, you plow. Then after all, you will see the good result at it. Then green manure, I've talked about it, where you plant certain plants, maybe leguminous plants. Then at the flowering stage, you cut them down, you leave them, then they rot, decompose, then you plant again. Maybe some people may see it as disadvantageous to them. No, it's not disadvantageous to them. It's not disadvantage. You just begin doing it. At the end, you will get something that is good for you.